I have been to a lot of those places because I am a British citizen. I don't know if you knew that, but I am. Yes. You're very, very polite. You put your hand up. Yes. What's that? What's that? I didn't say Newcastle. You're absolutely right, and I'm sorry. So when I was 18, there wasn't a plane, a train. We're going to do the whole number again. You cool with that? I'm so sorry. I love Newcastle. I just love it so much that if I mention it, it makes me weep and I can't get through the rest of it. I love you. I love you. I love all of Newcastle because this is not English blood in my veins. This is Newcastle blood. Wow. What a suck. I'm such a suck. So, I have 4 older brothers and sisters. My younger sister was born when I was 11, so for the first 10 years of my life, I grew up the youngest, which everybody thinks is the best, right? Everyone says the best to be the youngest. And let me hear from you if you're the youngest in your family. Yeah, hear the cheers. That's the middle kids out there. Sorry, something on my shoulder there. But it's not, it's the worst. It's the worst being the youngest because your whole life, everybody else is doing stuff you're not old enough to do, right? They're always like, Hugh, don't worry, you'll get to do it next year. And I'm like, next year? I'm 7, I want to punch in the face. So, hello, Amy, how you doing? You good? So, I'm going to play the piano for you tonight, by the way. Yeah. Because I figured 3 years of piano lessons at high school qualifies you for playing arenas all around the world. I am so sorry to these lifelong professionals. Life is unfair, completely unfair, terrible. Fair. I'm going to miss these guys so much. This is our last night with this orchestra. They've been with us for the last 5. I love you guys so much. Right, what was I talking about? Yes, so Newcastle. Anyway, that is why I remember so clearly the day of my first game of cricket when I was 8 years of age. Now, this had nothing to do with my brothers, right? This was my cricket team, my cricket uniform, my cricket gear. This was the biggest day of my life up to this point. And it was Saturday morning, everyone was out either playing sport or being driven to sport or shopping, I can't remember, but I remember being on my own because I was told to be at the end of the driveway at 8:30, you'll be picked up at 8:30, the game starts at 9. So I'm out there at the end of the driveway at like 6:30, waiting, right? And I was waiting a long time and it just, you know, when you just know something is off, something is wrong, but you know, it's my first day, I don't want to believe it, but I'm waiting and finally I run inside to check on the time, and not only is it gone 8:30, it's already 9:15, right? So the game's already started. I don't know what's going on. I'm panicking, I'm freaking. Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe it was 9:30. Maybe I should have been inside in case the phone rang. Now it's 10 o'clock, 10:30, right? The game's clearly finished, and I'm just so angry. There's no cell phones, right? Can't call anyone, so I'm just sitting there at the end of the driveway, waiting. Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear? Well, let that lonely feeling wash away. Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. And oh, someone will come running, and I know will take you home. 'Cause even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, broken on the ground, you will be found. Let the sun come streaming in as you reach up and you rise again. If you only look around, you will be found. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found. You'll be found. Now, of course, that's not really a story of an 8-year-old boy missing his first game of cricket. I mean, who knows, maybe someone forgot to pick me up. Maybe the game was the following week. Maybe it never happened. I don't know, but for some reason that memory is very clear in my head, and I think it's because when I was 8, I was about as vulnerable as I'd ever been in my life, and I would give anything to be able to go back to that 8-year-old version of myself, sitting at the end of the driveway, put my arm around him and say, it's going to be okay. I know this feels terrible. I know there's a lot going on right now that you don't understand, but this will not define you. In fact, what will define you is how many people will be there to pick you up when you fall.